What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one right here is all about Yara and Jovi in the most recent episode of season 7, episode 11, Happily Ever After. But of course, before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. And of course, don't forget though, guys, we are doing retro reactions to 90-Day Fiance on Retro Madness. Link is down below in the freaking description. But with that being said though, let's not waste any more time and see exactly what went down this week with Yara and Jovi.
Mommy. Here we go, Mama. Come, Mama, fix your hair. Ready? Today our first day in Prague, and even if the war brought us here in this tough time, I'm so excited we will go with my mom to explore the Prague with Myla and her.
What's y'all plan? What are y'all gonna do?
We'll go, you know.
You don't want me to go?
I'm not spend time with my mom.
That's fine. I'm just asking.
What, do you want to walk with us?
That's good. I will work. I will work and stuff. Y'all have fun.
Okay. Ще красиво. Це старе місто взагалі дуже. Що так гарно. Костел. Це прочистка називається костел. Майло, диви, як гарно. It feels so much like my home to be in Prague. Even if I'm from Ukraine, but it's still European. It's still European people. It's just so much my people feel so good.
I mean, to be fair, Americans are weird. No. I thought that was funny myself, but okay. Yep.
Coffee. The coffee tastes here so good. I'm so over water from this one. It's a good quality of coffee. Can New Orleans take some notes from Prague? Дуже радісно за те, що я гуляла свою внучку першою. Это дуже гарно. Ну как красиво, ну просто можешь так сходить и смотреть, и вот все такое красивое. Так ти б хотіла тут zostaти жити? Не знаю. Так то й добре. Знаєш, якось так, я, звісно, люблю Америку, але по-другому, я думаю, що якщо б я тут жила, як думаєш, як би то було, якщо я б тут жила? Звісно, бо тут жила, я б була дуже рада, за те, що ти б була ближче, і я б тебе частіше бачила. То було супер. I feel like my mom always wanted me to live somewhere in Europe, live somewhere closer. She didn't know nothing about USA, so of course she wants me on her side. I love my life in America, but being back in Europe honestly make me to think how much I miss everything. So I'm torn. Дві, тут класно жити. Може, поїдеш сюди? Я тобі буду допомагати з Майєю. Будеш мати для себе час. Наверстаю упущений час. Я би дуже хотіла, щоб моя дочка залишилася тут, щоб я могла нянчити Майю, щоб могла весь час проводити з ним, так як я її ще до вчорашнього дня не бачила. А дочка могла приділяти час собі, своїм інтересам, своїй роботі, своїм подружкам, своєму чоловікові більше внимання.
I mean, to be honest with you, the reality is that she's going to go back to America. I mean, to be fair, we know they're back in America because she's been posting that she's back in America, you know? And I think that's the sad part of this storyline. We don't even have to guess, you know, because we've seen the current post that obviously she makes on Instagram and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, it's been good for them to go to Czech, no, was it Wait, Czech Republic? Prague, Czech Republic, yes, Prague's in Czech Republic, yes. So wait, is that Croatia or is that Czech Republic? No, yeah, Czech Republic, yeah, in Prague, Czech Republic, yeah. Gotta make sure I got my geography on point there. And it's been good for her to obviously go there, you know, obviously, you know, to be around her mother, and obviously her daughter can also be around her mother as well, and also just to be back around an atmosphere that is, you know, European, shall I say, to be fair with you. But it is quite interesting though, because when you do travel around Europe, like most of Europe isn't the same as the UK, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? Then yeah, it's not really. I think there's certain parts of Europe that are similar, and then other parts of Europe that are similar to each other. You know what I mean? They all spread. I don't know what point I'm even getting to be honest with you, but it's nice that she's been able to go back home and see family. That's it. Let me just leave it as that. I don't know what I'm doing in my life right now.
Мерсу, добре би мені було, знаєш, що, просто тяжко мені поєднувати, сидіти з Майлою і працювати. Я би того дуже хотіла, донечко. Сидітися в Майлочку. Може, подивимося квартиру, а потім подумаєте, що теж Джовієм, що як буде ліпше. Не знаю. My mom is telling me I'm probably to look like for a few months because she wants me to be closer to her. But I didn't tell Jovi that. Honestly, all my family will be escaping to the Czech Republic soon, so it will be good to have an apartment here in Prague, but I'm worried Jovi will probably be so mad about that. Because I don't think he will want to live here in Europe.
Так що, може, подумаєш, може, переїдеш сюди?
Не знаю.
Ну, да, подивитися, можна, але поки можна вирішити так або ні.
I mean, listen, it's a sticky one, but these are the complications that you get. Obviously, if you marry someone that's from abroad, and it's a shame that there isn't a way. Maybe there is a way, but it depends on who's involved. But I was gonna say it's a shame that there isn't really a realistic a chance where maybe they can move. You know, maybe to Prague for like a few months to a year. You know, and obviously spend time with, so obviously Yara gets a chance to spend time with her own family and whatnot. And then obviously after a few months to a year, they can then go back to the States again. Obviously it's not easy because obviously Jovi works. His work is obviously in America. So him getting up and leaving the job isn't going to be as easy as 1, 2, 3. And also, there is the possibility of them finding work in Prague as well. But I think that's why, to be honest with you, when people are looking to be with someone that is a long distance, and you know that you're both close to your family, I feel like you should both be in a line of work that allows you both to kind of, I guess, work mobile, to be honest with you, do you know what I mean? I think that's why now working at home is such a privilege for so many people, because they can work anywhere, really and truly, depending on if they, unless of course you have a day you have to go into the office, of course, but either way though, there is that possibility. But yeah, I mean, sorry, this just got me thinking. If I was ever in this position, to be honest with you, I'd definitely need to be with someone that's as flexible as myself, to be honest with you, because I think it's cool that one of you can dedicate to move into the other person's country. But I think that if you're both close to your family, I think it's also cool if there's always a time when you can just dedicate a few months away from your country, so you can go to your partner's country, and then obviously you can also get to know their culture, to be honest with you, and also allow them to be around their family, and then and then obviously you can always go back home to where you are. Like, I think that would be a great thing if that was something that people could do. And again, I think it's something that people probably do it, like, depending on their lifestyle, but that would be so ideal for Yara and Jovi, and especially Yara herself in particular, to be honest with you, because since she's been in America, all she's done is make friends with a drug dealer. Shots fired! Anyway, like the video. Let's continue.
Jovi, look at the breakfast now.
What's mine?
There's one.
What is this?
Eggs, Jovi. Wake up.
I'm drinking some champagne.
Yes, it is champagne?
Yeah.
Jovi, it's like morning right now.
Do you want some?
No, I don't want to drink champagne in the morning. Oh my gosh. You don't want this, man? What do you want? Want this? You don't like your food? Oops.
Yara, what are you gonna do today?
I talked with my mom yesterday and she was like, tell me that she really left me over here, so we're going to check some apartments here.
So what?
We're going to check some apartments.
Apartments? For what?
For buy.
Here?
It just came to my attention. In the last few episodes, Yara kept pushing to go to Prague by herself. That's because she was pushing to go... My apologies. She was pushing to go Prague by herself because she knew that her and her mother was going to be looking for apartments. That is why she was so hell-bent on going Prague by herself. It only makes sense. The truth has been revealed. And then obviously now there's this blind side to Jovi. Honestly, you know what though? I don't understand people that are in relationships with people and your communication isn't good. Like, what happened to people being together and having good communication? It's like having good communication is a sin. I just don't understand. Can somebody explain to me, please? Like, what's the big deal about having good communication? Why does everybody always have to be in a relationship that's involved that is involved with white lies, or sorry, I forgot to tell ya. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you, but then this happened. Like, yo, it's crazy because I tell you this now, right? One of the first things predominantly women ask for, I can't really say women because obviously I'm a guy, I don't speak to guys like that, you know what I'm saying? But one of the first things that women predominantly ask for at the very beginning of a conversation is, I want a man that's got great communication. But then I find that these women, when you're then in a situation with them, their communication stinks. You know, like for example, the very first stages of like you speak to, and like when a guy speaks to a woman and she like delays her replies hours upon end or a couple of minutes. It's like, okay, you said you want good communication, but I know you're purposely delaying your response. And then things get a little bit more intense, a bit serious, and then boom, all of a sudden, oh yeah, I didn't tell this because of this and that. But yet you want me to give you good communication. The matter of fact is though, the way Yara is moving is exposing herself, you know? But hey, all I'm saying is nobody should be requesting good communication if you can't do it yourself, to be honest with you. Because for me right now, I'm fully transparent. Do you know what I mean? And the fact is, I always say at the very beginning of talking to anyone, listen, I'm gonna let you know now, I'm a very I'm straight up transparent. I don't lie. I keep it a buck, and because I do, it offends a lot of people because people just can't handle the truth. They find the truth to be bloody offensive. But at the end of the day, is I don't know how to beat around the bush. I only know how to be direct and honest. You know what I mean? So I'll just say bam, 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 bam. If it upsets you, it upsets you. But that wasn't my goal. My goal was to be transparent and honest because that's what I want to receive back, and also it's what you also ask. It's interesting how that never really goes to plan, if you dig what I'm saying. But anyway, we continue. Don't forget though, we are doing retro reactions, 90 Day Fiance, and on Retro Madness. Link is down below in the description. But let's continue with this madness right here.
Why would you want an apartment here? This is a random place. We decided to come and meet your mom.
Random place?
Yeah.
This is not a random place. This is a place where my mom lived for so many years.
If this was your intention, you should have brought it up to me sooner, not bring it up to me now.
This wasn't my intention. My mom sent me places and I just want to go to check. What's wrong with that?
All right, so your mom is the problem here. Your mom is the one who wants all this. Like, it's just dumb. I don't know why Yara wants an apartment here in Prague. It's nothing we've talked about. We didn't say, oh, hey, let's plan a trip to Europe and go apartment hunting. No, this wasn't part of the plan. I feel like it's her mom who's influencing her to do this. You know, I think if we come on a trip, Jovi, Yara, and Mila, we wouldn't be having this issue right now. So I don't know what she's thinking. I don't want her mom to be like trying to make decisions for her. You know, my mom told me before we left, she was...
You know, Jovi has this habit of always having assumptions, and I know why. It's because Yara isn't transparent with him. You know, if she was transparent, then maybe these assumptions he has, he would have them less, or if he had them, he would have them in the correct manner, if you know what I mean.
It was like, are you not worried that Yara's going to want to stay in Europe whenever you guys go there? And now it seems like that's becoming a reality.
Dude, I'm not staying in Europe. I just want to check the place, and that's it.
Yeah, check the place for what? To live here?
I don't know, Jovi. I would really like to be more close to my family. Especially everybody is coming here right now, and I feel like they will need my support.
I want you to see your family, but I don't want your family to influence you to stay in Europe. Like, we have a life back in the U.S.
I understand what you mean, but I'm telling you that if I buy a place, I will live here. Maybe I will just come more often over here.
But no, that's another thing, too. Like, you literally got your green card. You have to stay in the U.S. for 180 days a year. You can't just get up and live in Europe until you have citizenship or whatever. So for you to even be considering this right now is kind of crazy to me. Like, you agreed to come to the U.S. and start a new life in the U.S.
If something happens in the U.S., I always will have a place to go because, you know, I cannot go back to Ukraine.
Yeah, okay.
And I lost the house over there. So I want to have something like this. So what? What? Do you want to tell me that I'm doing something stupid?
You know, this is a very good conversation that they're having, but it's a conversation that should have been had earlier on. And when I say earlier on, I don't mean before they flew to Prague. I mean, it's a conversation they should have had like when they first started talking. You know, I think to be honest with you, it's a conversation they should have either had right at the beginning of conversation, or when she first came to the US, she should have been like, well, you know, once we get the green card and whatever it is that we need to get. I am looking to still make travels home, you know, often to see my family because it's my family. Do you know what I mean? So these conversations could have been had way back, you know. I mean, to be fair, ideally, I think they, you know, do you know what? No, bun that. Yeah, no, yeah. So before they got married, when she came to the US for the 90 day, before the marriage, this is when that conversation should have happened, to be honest with you. That would have been the last point of having it. If you're not going to have it before that, that is the pinnacle point of having it. You know what I mean? Having it now isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not too late, it's not delayed, but it's obviously how she's gone about it hasn't been great. It's crazy, man. I remember when I first saw these two, I did not like Jovi at all. I was like, what's this girl doing with this waste man? He was just rude and everything, but boy, the way the tables have turned.
You don't think you should talk to me about this before you're about to leave to go there?
Jovi, I will buy it for my own money. Like, is that like something which is you should be bothered about?
Yeah, we're a family, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. You need to talk to me about it before you try to make some decision like that without me.
I don't understand you, Jovi. Like, if I'm not touching your money, why is that a big deal for you?
No, it is a big deal because it's my money too.
In my opinion, money has nothing to do with it. It's about teamwork, but okay.
I decide to work, and I make my money so I can buy my stuff. What's wrong with that?
You can work, it's still my money, we're married.
No.
I don't know where you're coming up in this fantasy land of yours and thinking that you're just gonna do things against what I want, but it's not how things work.
I work, I have a business. I have my shop selling clothes and stuff over the internet right now. So I can work anywhere in the world. And I don't understand why Jovi keeps get mad.
If you want to do this, I'm gonna go with you. If you're gonna go, I'm gonna go with you and see this apartment because I don't want you making this decision alone. I feel like with everything going on, you've been acting very impulsively. You're not thinking right. You're not planning the way you should. So if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it together.
See, that's the problem. I think she's been planning this the whole time. This is not an impulsive act. Trust me when I tell you, she's been having this in her head. Just hasn't been vocal about it. Psst, always exposed.
We have a life in America now, and whenever we decided to get married, Yara agreed that, she wanted to live in the States. So if she's gonna go to look for apartments, I'm gonna go with her, watching, so I can be there to stop this plan. What's the place for our future in America, not in Europe? All right, I'm going to shower.
Take a champagne to shower.
Ladies and gentlemen, please communicate at any means necessary. I don't care if you're afraid that communicating is going to break your relationship. I don't give a damn, because at the end of the day, if communicating is going to break your relationship, then you shouldn't be in the goddamn relationship. You know what I mean? Like, come on, keep it 100. But hey, either way though, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below and we'll talk about it. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also check out Retro Madness. Peace.